Hey guys, how y'all doing? I'm here to give you guys a recap on the new episode of Shokugeki no Souma no Sara, or you could call Shokugeki Food Wars the second plate on episode 10. Now, this episode right here, I gotta say, not too bad and pretty nice in a way of the result became, you know? So if anything else, let's just get this started. Okay, we have to it that it plays a little small recap, and then we have to it, also have to it that one of our Polestar dorm members, along with like what's his name, Ishiki senpai, I think that's his name. Yeah, Ishiki Satoshi ends up having a small talk with Aizen about like how the people feel with Souma. But as the episode continues, when Souma served his seconds with his white soup or something poured all over it, it looked like some kind of porridge, as they all say. And when like freaking like, how you say it, when the principal director like ate the thing, he ends up stripping right away without even having to strip himself. Like, his clothes just ripped off. I'm like, holy crack-a-lack. I'm pretty sure a lot of anime owners are pretty surprised about that, or not surprised that much at all. But we have to it that after with much going on and how like Souma's dish was really good, like with this crispy plum parmesan cheese with soy milk, you know, and Alice's knowledge about molecular astronomy and so forth, that's gotta be pretty tense and crazy, you know. And we also have to it that things also gotten a little bit more hectic and tense later, you know. But we have to it that Aizen and Ishiki has a little small talk about Souma, like how many people don't really like the guy because he tells them off publicly, you know. But because like Souma is actually putting in a lot of effort, no one doesn't want to acknowledge him because they know that they're not working hard as Souma is, you know. And that is understandable in a certain way, but we have to it that that we all saw like how Souma managed to like go almost head to head with Hayama, tied with Kurokiba, not to mention going up against Mumasaka Subaru, who had like what 100 wins in Shokugekis or 99 wins in Shokugekis, you know, and they all start to go like, if they start to acknowledge him, they will realize that they're not even having any good effort on their own. And as everyone goes on, you know, everything seems to be going well. The principal of Totsuki Academy even like complimented all the three finalists for the specialties and their strengths, you know. Of course, Kurokiba and Hayama were pretty surprised about Yukihiro's strength as well, you know. But we have to it that that Hayama and Kurokiba had along with Yukihira, ends up having flavors that is really, really good, equally. But there's one thing that involves a specialty that they mentioned, which Yukihira did not understand what he means by specialty at all, you know? And as the episode continues with this thing, we know who's the one that pursued his own cooking, is the one who could call it a specialty and what his cooking should look like. That's the one who won this election and so forth. And of course we get to know that Hayama ends up having a backstory of how June took him in and how Hayama's life was really terrible and was really full of trash, you know, really horrifying. Of course, like Shiomi was very, very worried about him, but Hayama says that, no, you know, I'm doing this all for you so I can stay by you, that kind of thing. And of course Hayama, of course, has been trying to search for his own cooking and tries to change the world himself, you know. And later on, as the backstory ends, Hayama is known to be the victor. Of course, like Dojima Jin, he is concerned about Hayama's well-being because like he had a face of not just pure confidence, but saying like, I'm gonna go to the top, I'm not gonna let you go, you know, that kind of thing. And things really kind of gotten out of hand in a certain sense. And of course, like as the episode continues with its like own procedure here and there, we have to it that Yukihira finally realizes that he has to win with his own cooking. Kurokiba went a little crazy mode against like Alice in a certain way, which is really funny. And we have to it that Yukihira, Souma, and Kurokiba want to try like Hayama's specific carpaccio or something, you know. It was kind of funny how the three interacted with each other, you know, and it was really cool. And I really enjoyed that. Of course, Hayama Akira is the victor, and we all know that, as I repeat myself. But we have to it that Souma ends up having like a call from his father, ends up having a little small talk with him. Although his father was making fun of him, Yukihira did say to his father that Hayama had more than just his perfect fragrance or something. It's like some kind of obsession that Yukihira mentioned, you know? But as the episode continues, he tells his dad, like, you know, I'm really happy I left the Yukihira restaurant because, like, if I didn't, I would not have discovered these kinds of things on my own. From now on, I'm going to like figure out my own cooking style and try to evolve, you know. Otherwise, there's no point in me of inheriting Yukihira. Even he kind of said the same thing to his father, and they end up having an understanding, you know. After like his father hangs up, he goes like, "Good, he finally found someone who can knock him out on his butt right now," and he says, "That's it, Souma. It's meeting the right and correct people is how a chef will grow. If you keep making your own dishes and look at yourself, you're only going to see a same old reflection." And I think Erina might be the possibility of that, because she did look at Yukihira, Souma, and her friends and might have realized something but may not admit it. The way I look at this episode and so forth, which I'm really happy about how the results became, not to mention as I read it the first time as in the manga and now watching it as an anime, I'm really glad how the result became what it needs to be, you know, which I will explain after this recap. As after the credits, of course, we have to it that Souma and the others are like visiting each other after a few days and trying to go head to head about how the taste would be like in comedic moments here and there. Of course, Ishiki ends up telling them that they're gonna go outside the world soon, you know? And even June tells them that they will be prepared for the Stagia system. Which is another important part, which will play a giant big role, not for Souma, but for every character in Shokugeki no Souma. And that is one thing to look out for. That I will give you a minor spoiler on. But also, as I said, I'm glad how the results became in the election, because like the way how Souma lost and so forth is a way how to develop and become a better chef or a character, because like we do see that throughout the years of Yukihira's childhood and what he is now is that like he's been cooking all by himself and not noticing these other things around the world, and the world is pretty big. Now Yukihira knows that like he has to find his own cooking style, which Hayama has somehow, and that's the reason why he lost or something. Although his dad did mention to Ishiki-senpai that Souma has something that no one else may not have. Even I don't have that kind of thing. Like he'll keep getting closer and he will keep going forward, you know, that kind of thing. Forgot to mention that. Anyways, another thing too is like people don't really acknowledge Souma, maybe because their lack of effort or they're not putting in everything they got, which is something that you should to do. So until then, I'll see you guys in my next video. So, alright, I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day, and I hope you guys enjoyed the episode as much as I did, especially to you anime onlys, even though I enjoyed it to the most of it because of how the result and how things are. This is one way how any character should develop in any way. So until then, I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Bye-bye. Doo-doo-doo.